Yeah, I played Horizon Zero Dawn for a long time. I'm feeling just like a short Pokemon's portion. Do 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 do. Progress is progress, absolutely. And sometimes with big open world games like this, the short little achievement hunting and side missions are the most fun. Okay, what should we do today in Pokemon? That is the question. Pokemon, I'm so excited. How's your dex grinding going, by the way, Mimi? Are you close to your shiny charm? And are you close to your full alpha dex? It's weird switching from Xbox controller to Pro controller. It always throws me off. Okay. So what I'm thinking is in a minute. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. You gotta be in the right headspace for it and stuff. Hi, Bootless. How's it going? Hello. Good to see you. So we could do some like main story post game, or I could I kind of want to try these Path of Solitudes and clear those out. Because I am in the 100s for side requests. I don't know how many are in this game, but I feel like it can't be that many more. Especially because I'm post game, so it'd be really satisfying to start like clearing these out for good. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. We'll go back to the village and we'll just have some battles, I suppose. You. Go back to the village. Alpha Burmy. Oh, that would be so hard to find an Alpha Burmy. Yeah, you'd have to get such good, like, spawn luck with the trees. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Doing well. Okay, and I wonder if I'm gonna have to switch out my party, like, manually in advance, or if they'll let me do it. See, now I keep... I keep mixing up my buttons now, because I was just playing with my Xbox controller. It throws me off so much, man. Okay, let's see if I just talk to anyone or if I have to actually go switch out my party. Commander Kamado requests I provide new formats for battling, and I have complied. Enjoy these new avenues. Oh, the lightning. For demonstrating your skill. I think when I get off stream, it's gonna be like a cozy candlelit evening, and I'm gonna clean with the thunder. The funny thing is, I don't think it's raining, but rain would be cozy. And then I'll clean my apartment with the storm. Which would you like to attempt? Path of Solitude. I just want to clear out all my requests. We'll do all of them. Pit one of your Pokemon against Pokemon of my choosing. What will you do? Accept the challenge. Please choose a Pokemon to battle with. You'll need to send the rest of your team away for now. I don't remember. I don't remember. So you can technically do any single Pokemon from the dex, but if you want the request cleared, you have to do the ones he gives you, right? I don't remember. Why doesn't he tell me again? There was a Magikarp, right? I believe. I should use my shiny Magikarp. Where's this one again? Let's see how powerful he is. He's level 19. Could be better. Where's my shiny Magikarp? Level 15. Okay, I'm sorry, shiny. We're using the level 19. Move? No! I want to use him. Accept the challenge. This is weird. Why? Ugh. I choose him! It's not giving... What the heck? It's not giving me the option. Do I... Why is this selection process so odd? Can't remember, though. It's in the quest section? I think you're right. That's weird. How come he says choose a Pokemon and it opens the menu and then it doesn't let me choose from here? Oh. Select Pokemon. Hey. no, it's not. I think it's a shortcut for me to do it myself. Okay. I guess we can do it. That's so tedious. Okay, so I'm gonna put stars next to the ones I'm working on for my decks. Ooh, okay. So, working on Magnemite. Working on Magnezone. Whatever his name is. Whisper, Garchomp, Probopass. Okay, so I have to get their research level to 10, so I'm gonna swap it out for the same ones later. Okay. Oh, he's not here. He's here. Aw, that's so kind, Sammy. It's been a while. Jeez, time really does fly. Time flies. It's absolutely wild how quickly time goes. I can't believe I've known some streamer friends for so long. Where does this guy go? Oh, he goes here. Garchomp is 189. So he's over here. This guy's over here. Okay, so... Oh, because I need at least one in my party. Shoot. Okay, I remember seeing Magikarp for sure. I hope. Okay, we'll just do these all then, since I have my... Yeah, okay. Path of Solitude. Let me actually make sure that's one of the quests, so I don't just fight with a Magikarp for no reason. Magikarp! Yeah! And then Eevee, Abra... Rosalia, Sneasel, Blissey. Wow, there's so many. If I could just quickly like bang out most of these right now, that'd be sick. Hopefully it's not too difficult. Another Brewski sounds good. I'm having one with you in spirit. If I had one, I would totally have one. Check your messages. Ooh, is everything okay? Hi Ada, by the way. What is it? Spotify. This doesn't seem urgent. Why'd you send me a Bryan Adams album on Spotify? I like how the audacity of you to assume I don't already have this in a playlist. From the song from Spirit? Oh, it's remastered. I was gonna say, I have the original in a playlist. Here I am. This is me. I'm not gonna play it because it's probably DMCA. I guess Bryan Adams remastered. I will run in a world so wild and free. I don't remember the words. It is very important. It does sound urgent. Thank you! I'll have to listen to it. I want to go back and watch Spirit. Honestly, underrated cartoon. Spirit is a beautiful ass horse movie. Ada, I hope you weren't in here at the start of stream. I'm planning out your birthday things for you. Actually, don't get too excited. I'm just like, I'm not planning out a big thing. It's just I'm trying to figure out what to get you. And I was actually about to text you about that. So I have no idea what you want. And I feel like we're getting at the age where we just, you know, we don't want things that we don't want. It's like people always buy me socks and makeup. It's like I have so many. I have so many products and I have enough socks and underwear to last me a lifetime. Family, please. So I feel like we're at the age where we just don't want the clutter and we're like, just give me money or a pack of beer or nothing else, please. Do not look at the VOD. Yeah, don't look at the VOD. Where you don't contact me? Huh? Honestly, no. It's such a mood. You get older and you're like, ugh, I like don't want really anything. It's just clutter and something I have to like use up. Gas gift card, right? Give me like a grocery store gift card. That's such a mood. Such a mood. And you don't flake. Oh. I don't flake. It's you ask me and I say I don't want to hang out because I'm tired. Very rarely do I make plans with you and I back out. Very rarely. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. But okay. I'm excited for you to see your card though. It's so good. Again, are you seeing this thunder, Ada? This this lightning? It's wild in my area. Ah! Wow, it's so insane. You've chosen Magikarp as your lone Pokemon. Are you ready? I don't know how well this is gonna go fighting with a Magikarp. Well, that's not me giving you a definitive yes. I'm always honest. I say I have to see how I'm feeling later. Committing to hanging out with people is a lot. It's mentally a lot. Well, at least I'm being honest. Very well then, let's let Magikarp's path of solitude begin. All aboard! Ah! What the heck? I did not mean to click that. Sorry, I'm not going live. I've been live. All aboard. Do I have to fight his party of 6 with just a Magikarp? Because if that's the case, I don't know if I'll be able to beat this at any point. Oh! I don't think I'll be able to do this. I know, it's not you. I'm just... Oh, I already lost. So I need a really tanky Magikarp if I want to 100% this game. You know what? This isn't gonna work. I can't fight with a level 19 Magikarp. Sipping on my twinkly drinkly, witnessing the chaos. I love that. Ada, that's just kind of the person I am, Ada. It has nothing to do with you. I really don't think I can do these. It's the most hype I've been all year. The Bryan Adams song. I didn't know that Spirit, I think, came out with like a show, an animated series. I imagine it has a lighter tone than the movie. Oh, well, I feel like this was a waste of time. I'm definitely not gonna win with my Magikarp. Maybe if I do this, it will be an off-stream thing. I mean, why don't we just work on my decks? That's a nice and chill way to wind down. I don't think I really want to battle. Okay, so let's go through all that effort to switch everything back. Oh shoot, I'm so silly. Okay, who is in my party? Never seen Spirit. Oh, it's a really good movie. It's got like kind of like a heavy undertone. It's really good. I remember it being really beautiful. And the music was so good. Thank you, Sky. I'm not even like a really big horse person, but it was it's a really beautiful movie. I remember the message was kind of nice. That hurts. Loved it. I remember me and Ada had little toys. Little horse toys. I think you had, I forget who had who. With like the 2 main horses we had. And didn't we like dunk them in milk and mat the mane, Ada? That was pretty bad of us. We were just kids being kids. She was a horse gal embodied. Yeah, then I feel like she'd love it. If you're a horse girl, you'd for sure love it. So yeah, I'm not really big into horses, but I still thought it was like a really beautiful like cartoon. Spirit and Rain. Yeah, Spirit and Rain. Milk! I vividly remember my sister dumped her horse in milk. And then I did it. Because little siblings copy everything. Ada, I remember it vividly. I have vivid memories. You dumped its mane in milk, a bowl of milk, cereal milk. And then you, like, mohawked it, I think. And I did it, too. I vividly remember we dunked. If we ever find it, I swear that the manes will be all, like, maybe dried milk. Or, like, just matted and gross. Ew, yeah, we were fucking wild. Alexis, hello! I'm doing well! How are you doing today? Thanks for being here. I love those emotes. Those are so cute. Aww! That's such a cute emote. Woo! Hey, Bat Boy, how's it going? It's good to see you. Ew, I know. Kids ruin everything. Don't buy kids nice things. I hope so. I haven't seen them since I was a kid, so I assume they were tossed. Unless my mom, like, washed them and they're somewhere in her basement. I know when some of our toys got really bad, I know she'd put them in one of those, like, protective washing machine bags, and she'd, like, wash our toys when they got really bad. So either they're probably washed somewhere or like tossed, I'd imagine. They're cute, like cute little horse toys. I have it, you know when you have like vivid memories of when you're a kid for some reason? Like you maybe don't necessarily remember that time in your life very well, but you have vivid pieces and like bits and memories from it. Yeah, I have a vivid memory. I guess a core memory, if you will. My sister and I eating cereal milk and dunking our spirit horse toys in the milk. You got some cheese aging in the basement, right? Literally just straight up solidified cheese. uh, how funny. Oh my goodness. Some fine cheese. It's been aging for a solid 20. Oh gosh. Okay, why am I so confused right now? So, who do I need in my party? It was this one. Switch the magic card back. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do these Path of Solitude things unless I take the time, like, getting myself a tanky Magikarp, which would just does not even seem worth it. You know what? I don't really care to 100% this game. If I don't clear out all the side quests, I'm fine with that, to be honest. I like the grind. Unusual vessel, but effective, right? Just a toy horse, mate. And then I had this guy. And then I had this guy. Who else was in my party? Oh, it was, this guy. This guy. Solitude stuff is hard. I didn't think it was gonna be hard. I literally just 10 minutes, like 5 minutes ago, Bat Boy, before you came. I was like, oh, I want to clear off my request. Let's do this quickly. And I just got my Magikarp got he got his shit rocked. He got one shot. Really? Shoot, so it's gonna be something I actually have to strategically plan for, it seems like. I thought it was gonna be easy. I'm not interested. I'm sorry, Ingo. It's gonna be a no-go for me. Okay, let's just, I mean, gosh. Okay, let's just work on, let me see. Do I have any other casual side quests? Yeah, these are all things I can work on while I'm just doing main story post-game. Pick up medical leaks, wisps. Speak with her next Pearl settlement, defeat her in battle. Could do that quickly. I struggled with this, battling the security corps. Balloon race, Adamant's hope. Yeah, and then it's pretty much just Path of Solitudes. You know what? So let's do main story post-game. It's been like a few streams since I focused on that. And then we'll just work on my decks while we do that. Min-max challenges? Wow. I did not know that. I did not expect that. Oh, there are outbreaks. Massive. Ugh, I should do the outbreaks if I want shinies. Nah. I'm not too concerned about outbreaks right now. Let's just work on the story. You have to basically level it up to 95 and feed it a ton of stuff to... That's what it seems like. Because I threw in a level 19 Magikarp. And then I assume I have to fight a party of 6. And the first one was like 55 levels. And one-shot me. So yeah, you'd have to take the time to like completely bulk up and level up the Pokemon. Oh, that would be such a grind. And then yeah, you'd have to look up strategies. So you know what? If I end up playing this game leisurely for a long time, I can keep those Pokemon in my party and level them up. But that would be such a grind. That's if you really want to go above and beyond for bonus content and like achievement hunting. Mini Chrono. I always, if it's anyone I know, I'll collect their satchel. I'll try to usually. I don't think it's anyone I know. Yay, okay. I'm actually excited. It's been a while since I've done a post-game main story. Yay! I think I'm meeting Volo here. Candies are useful to just boost. True. Yeah, I've heard even just without leveling up, the boosting up to the maximum, which I think is level 10, or level 11 if I'm not mistaken, just boosting the base stats makes a world of a difference. Hi back, hi Mally! Yeah, let's get through some of this post-game stuff. Let's do that. I'm excited. I kind of just want to work on post-game stuff. Now, Victoria, according to my own investigations. Oh, an alpha vespiquen. I don't even know how to say that. Terribly sorry. Do you think you could handle it? I guess so. Hi! I should catch it. Go, Magnemite. Ooh, level 60. Oh! Magnemite, Thundershock, and Thunderwave for the research levels. Oop, I didn't mean to run. Oop. Serious battle, not an option. I think this is the first time I've accidentally clicked run in like a mandatory fight. What did I say? Thundershock, Thunderwave. Agile. That's kind of loud. Let me turn it down a bit. I haven't, no. I've heard everyone say they prefer post-game over like the main story. I've just been focusing on grinding so much, honestly. I've started post-game, but I haven't done much of it. I'm excited. Really? That's funny. Oh, Queen! Oh, it looks like it should be Queen. They need to put another E in her name. Queen would make sense, so I guess it's Quen. It's so good. I've heard everyone say post-game story is like, and it apparently just in terms of how fun it is, it's post-game is better. I've heard everyone say that. Is it long? Is post-game long? Probably not, right? I feel like it wouldn't be. Starts petition. Oh, I might try to catch her, to be honest. Why not? Have an alpha bug on my team. Why not? Doo doo doo. What time is it? 9:18. I'm pretty hungry. I think I might try to get off around like, I think we might go for 45-ish minutes. I might try to get off around 10 p.m. my time. Isn't as long as main story, okay. That's what I figured. It wouldn't make sense for it to like be that drawn out. But probably still like a few hours worth, I'm sure. Stone plate, ooh! Essence of rock. Essence of rock. Why did the alpha Pokemon have that plate we were looking for? Maybe it just happened to find the plate lying around. It's worth the time. Okay, I'm excited. In any case, that's the only other plate I had any information about, so that's that. My chair's so squeaky. Okay, let's see. And yet, nothing seems to be happening, which makes me suspect there must still be more plates. Left out there for us to find. Oh, okay, I'm so glad. Thanks so much for letting me know. Rock! Not to worry, though. I know the perfect person to ask. She's bound to know about all the plates. My favorite plate is a plate that I can put a pizza pop on. I love a good glass plate, you know, but not too heavy, nice and light to carry around. Gosh, that reminds me of that Demi Lovato meme, where in an interview they were like, what's your favorite dish?" I'm like, you know, "What's your favorite dinner to eat? What's your favorite dish?" And Demi was like, "You know, I like a mug. It fits nicely in your hands." And it was just complete you know, non-trolling, just a genuine answer. That was a good meme. Do you know what I'm talking about? That was such a good meme, man. Paper plate kind of guy. Can't go wrong with a good paper plate. You know, you don't have to clean up afterwards. Just toss it out. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Fix. That would be me. Me too. Oh. Like, I mean, you could for sure interpret it that way. Let's see. The Mistress Kogita. Oh, that's the cool lady! And who has a little hideaway. The Pokemon baddie. One and only Mistress Kogita, yes. You haven't had the chance to properly thank her for her help in obtaining the red chain, as am I. Oh, wait, am I right? All the more reason to pay her a visit. Onward to the ancient retreat. Onward. Okay, I'm excited. I have to go back to Jubilee first, right? Ah, that's one thing I don't like, how you have to... One thing I'm excited for with Scarlet and Violet, this is like a big map, but I'm excited for a fully open world. It's so tedious how you constantly have to go back to like Jubilife to get anywhere on the map. Glass plates are the heaviest the plates? Depends! Yeah, glass plates are really heavy, but there can be some like thinner light ones. I don't know. I like plastic plates that still look like elegant. Like I have some really nice white like plastic plates that would look like glass if you didn't grab them. I think those are my favorite plates. They're good. You get the best of both worlds. Magnezone is level 10. GG. Okay, we're swapping him out. We're swapping him out. Who's next on our level 10 grind list? Electrode is joining the party next. Gotcha. We love to see it. Cool. Gotta update my list. Mostly ceramic. Ooh, ceramic's cool too. I do like ceramic. Plastic? Is it plastic? Maybe mine's ceramic? You're sorry? Oh, why? It's a great plate. I could go and grab it and show you all. Which plate show and tell, but I'm lazy. I think is it plastic? Maybe it's not plastic. It's like, maybe it's just a thin light glass. I don't know. I'm having a hard time visualizing my favorite plate. I don't know. I should go grab it and tap on it. I want to say it's like a nice plastic, but maybe it's ceramic. I don't know. I'm like thinking all different materials right now. Okay, who did I say is good? Magnezone is level 10. And next on the list I said is Electrode, right? Electrode, okay. Electrode. Just join in the party, and what moves are on my list for research level 10? Thunder. Good. Chloroblast. Doesn't have it yet. Self-destruct. Doesn't have it yet. Strong Agile. Okay, so we'll do a whole lot of Thunder and Strong and Agile for the time being. There's so normal here. Yeah, most of my dishes are for sure glass. I don't know. There's one I have. I don't think it's plastic. I think I was wrong. But it's like, I don't think it's glass, but it's like a nice material. I don't know how to explain it. Now it's bugging me. I should go grab it and tap on it, and you all tell me what you think it is, because I'm having a hard time thinking of what it is. I don't think it's plastic, but I don't think it's glass, but it's very light and still looks nice and elegant. I don't know why I'm having a hard time. I'm questioning my everything right now. Show and tell, but only plates, nothing else. Just strictly plate show and tell. Just the plate stream. Where'd she go? Oh, she's inside. Glass plates? Yeah, I think most plates here are glass, I think. I don't know. Gosh, she is so pretty. She's so cool. Oh, last Sword of Blue. Xenoblade. We'd love to see it. Oh, last one. It's miraculous what you've done. It seems the red chain served its purpose well. And you carried out your duty as you were bid. No! What brings you here? Have you yet need of me? It's about Arceus. It's about the plates, but I want to know about Arceus. Let's just ask about the plates and see what she says. Cameo! Ah yes, a tale whose origins lie a millennium or two ago. Those were the days of the ancient Sinnoh people, from whom I am descended across many generations. Those forebears of mine worshipped Arceus as the Pokemon that created the Hisui region. And I have heard of certain fragments, plates as they are called. They were given to the ancestors of Pokemon such as Cleaver and Weirdeer. Is that all? I thought that surely you could tell us more about Arceus and the plates. I'm afraid I've nothing new to tell you. Why the Diamond and Pearl clans would never have confused Dialga and Palkia with the creator Arceus had anything concrete been passed down. Interesting. If only we had more to go on, the answers to these mysteries may even shed light on why Victoria here fell from the sky. Ooh, yeah, I do want to know. Because that's what I was hoping for in the main game. I was kind of disappointed by the ending. I had this whole ending envisioned in my mind. We were gonna like go back through the portal and then... No spoilers, of course, with what post-game holds. But if you're all saying post-game is really good, I'm wondering if some of the expectations I had actually come to fruition in post-game. Because yeah, I was kind of disappointed by the ending. It just came about, like, it just was sprung on you so randomly, and like, you catch Palkia and Dialga, whatever the names are, and then the game ends. I'm like, is she just like not phased? She's not going back to her time? You know, her family's probably looking for her. Probably an Amber Alert sent out in the future. Is she just still chilling? You know, she just kind of went through a portal, and boom, Canada. Imagine. I was like, gosh, I really thought they were gonna like wrap that up, because they put such an emphasis this whole playthrough. Like, you fell from the sky, so I was like, oh my god, I can't wait for her to like go back in the sky, and then it just never happened. I'm like, is she just happy to be here forever? She's Canadian explains a lot. I'm convinced Professor Laventon is Canadian. He always says A, and he's got his stupid little toucan. Professor Laventon gives me Canadian vibes. Have a good night, Sky. I really appreciate you hanging out and lurking and stuff. It means so much. And again, stay cool. Hopefully the heat doesn't get to you, and sleep well. Oh, I hope the schoolwork went well, Chrome. Taking a break, nice. Breaks are health. I hope it's going well. Hi, Brian. How's it going? Break. Oh, I love that emote. That's a great emote. Ah, I see what you intend. Very well. I'll help as best as I can. I feel like post-game will conclude more nicely than the main story. Because I do know it's like not even a spoiler. I think it's just kind of obvious. They're even talking about it now, but like getting to Arceus is like... has been the objective the whole game. So I feel like we're gonna get more of that like satisfying ending with post-game. There's still other tremendous Pokemon in Hisui, other mysteries to be solved. Oh yeah, and post-game's all about legendaries, right? Because that's all we're missing for the decks, just legendaries. Whether they're connected to Arceus, I cannot say for certain, but in searching them out, perhaps you'll stumble upon the path you seek. Let me think. There are the Pokemon of the lakes, of course, and the Temple Giant, the Crescent Moon, the volcano, and perhaps you might even return to the very beginning. Oh! Now then, would you hear of? Ooh, tell me all. The 3 lake Pokemon. Joel, hi! We saw your cameo! Are you Xenoblading it up? I hope you're having fun. Probably fall asleep soon. No, you're good, Brian. It is late. I hope you have a good sleep if you do wind down. Chill, cozy, nice. It's nice. 2 monitors, baby. How are you liking the 2 monitor life, Joel? It's been what, like a week or 2 now? It honestly changes your life, right? You go back to 2 monitors, you can never go back to 1. Stream! It's a TwinklyTor sort of blue collab stream. It's nice. It's nice. Don't want to go back, right? Once you get a taste, you can't go back. Ah, yes, them. You already know. Go give them your thanks for the red chain and show them how strong you become. And I assume I can catch them now. Plate of the Lakes. Now then, what would you hear of? I think she's kind of telling me everything I'll have to do in post-game. Volcano. Well, where could that be but Firespit Island? Crescent Moon. Yes, the moon. You must go where you may meet the moon's gaze unobstructed. Does that clue illuminate your path? Well, make for the Coronet Highlands for now. Interesting. Temple Giant? Secret that lurks in Snow Point Temple. Oh! When we did Snow Point Temple, there was like a big old door, and I was trying to access it, and I was like, this has to be for later. I could not interact with it. That's probably what this is. Post-game stuff. Secret that lurks in Snow Point Temple. To find it, you must open the door that is sealed. That's what I'm saying. The beginning. Indeed, a beginning for you, certainly. Where was it you first fell to earth here? The plate of Prelude Beach. Oh, I was all convinced this whole... Oh, that's where I fell from the sky? Interesting. I don't know why I was convinced I fell from the rift that was, like, in the Coronet Highlands. Now then, what would you hear of? I guess we did fall from Prelude Beach. Never mind. Ooh, okay, I guess we'll just go in order. I think that makes most sense. We'll start with the lake ones. Very well, Lost One. The rest depends on you and your efforts. Appears that the opening of the space-time rift compelled Pokemon that might otherwise have stayed hidden to come out and see when they fall in the world. I hope you're having a good evening, though. Joel, if you had work and stuff, I hope it went well. Go catch the moon! Hope you succeed for your own sake and for that of the Pokédex you labor on. Another one when you bought your new PC, so you got it back. Nice. If it wasn't your fancy monitor, I would cry. True. I want to say for a super nice one. Oh, honestly, treat yourself. If it's something like you think you'd really value and appreciate, and if you're on your computer a lot, I think it'd 100% be worth it. Yeah, I think... Oh, hello, Andrew! Welcome on in. How's it going? Hi, Raider Andrew. How's it going? I hope you're having a good evening, and I hope you had a good stream. Oh, how is Pokemon Arceus? What were you up to in the game? Thanks for coming on over. It's nice to meet you, and thank you for that follow. Really appreciate it. I appreciate you you coming on over here. I hope you had a really good time with Pokemon. But I was gonna say, I know there are those really like cool curved monitors. You all probably know the one I'm talking about. I don't know if it's one specific brand or if they're like if multiple brands have it, but the cool gamer like curved monitors, those are pricey, but they are nice. They're so nice. Shiny hunting, nice. Did you get any shinies? You see me on Switch Online? Fun. I love that. Love that. Even though the price is dumb. I know, some nice monitors are a lot. Abandoned property at my hotel? You got it for free, that's nice. Free things are the best. The curved monitor, ooh, that curved monitor life? Damn. I hope I can get my hands on one day. I do love my setup though, it's really sweet. But the curved monitors would be cool for the living room one day. It is! Yeah, this is my first time ever playing this. We're very early in post-game. Yeah, very early in post-game. I'm really liking it so far, though. And if you gotta step away, Andrew, I know streaming can be super, like, tiring. Yeah, make sure you're taking care of yourself if you gotta grab anything to eat or drink. No worries if you gotta head out and lurk, but if you want to hang out and chat, we'd love to have you here as well. The OLED expensive, yeah, so much money. The monitor price, for the curved one, I don't even think I want to know. Well, I saw it at one time at Costco, and it was hundreds of dollars. So that was a lot. I knew we could rely on you, Mistress Kogita. That's more than enough information to work with. Now let us find those plates. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna 100% this game. I feel like if you want to technically 100% this game, you would have to, like, perfect, like, to the extent that I did with Breath of the Wild, like, every little thing you could do in the game, you would have to literally, like, perfect your whole dex. And I'm not even talking, like, level 10 research, like, perfect, like, all the objectives. You'd probably have to do Path of Solitude with every single Pokemon. I don't know if I'm gonna do the Path of Solitudes. It's probably rewarding, but, like, I don't have... Who has the time to level up a Magikarp that much? It just couldn't be me. I think I might do everything in this game, but like Path of Solitude and stuff. The plate of Prelude Beach. I want to go in order of what she gave me. Because that sounds fitting. The plate of the lakes. Yeah, and that's the order they go in. Okay. Okay, let's go to the first lake. Let's go to the Fieldlands. Let's do that. Maybe we'll do the lake Pokemon today. Because when we did that before post-game, the lake Pokemon stuff didn't take long. I assume I just go catch them. Just as I had suspected. Pokemon are the key to our search, Victoria. If we can gather all the plates from them and decipher the messages on the backs of the plates, at last perhaps we can meet Arceus itself. Ooh, I'm so excited. You should go search for the Pokemon that Kogita mentioned. I have my own avenues of research I'd like to pursue. Kinda sus. Arceus, creator of all Hisui. I truly can't wait to see what kind of Pokemon it might be. Hi again, Polly! How are you doing? Good to see ya. Got some dirt in your eye. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you can like hopefully wash all of it out or get most of it. Past hour. Oh, that sounds honestly having something stuck in your eye like 10/10, one of the worst feelings in the world. Like, ugh. I'm sorry to hear that. Nickname Mimi! Oh, I love that! I know one of those. I have a Mimi. Oh, cute. Yeah, hopefully that gets out soon, Polly. That actually really sucks. And a message from Mistress Cognita. I'm told you're collecting plates of some sort with the merchant Volo. I do be. Yes. Don't turn your back on me, Scar. And we must go to Prelude Beach. Meet me there. I suppose. I suppose. Too late. Do not rub your eye. Oh no. I'm bad with that. When my eye is irritated, I can't not touch it, and then I make it so much worse. Where's the beach? Beach? Hello? I think the beach is this way. I found the beach. Oh, for sure, yeah. I'm gonna try to get all the wisps. I think right now I'm doing pretty well. I have like less than 15 left, I want to say. I think I have 80 something. And that's another thing I've been trying to like do a bit off stream. I'll sort of just set it to nighttime and I'll start at a high place and I'll just like fly around. And it's a good way to find them, but I have so few left. Like I think in the first 3 areas it's 1 left, and then I think in the snowy area and the highlands I think it's like 4 and 5 left. But when it gets to that point, it's hard to find them, honestly. I really don't want to look up a guide. Same thing with the unknowns. I don't want to look up guides for them unless I like get to the end of the game and I'm like, I really can't find them. I'm doing pretty good for the wisps. I for sure want to go for all of them. Especially for the decks, because I want Spirit Tomb. The Spirit Tomb. Yeah, this manifest and summon Spirit Tomb. Hope he comes out. Prelude Beach, indeed a place of beginning. Now's not the time for words. Face me in battle. F indeed. An ex of mine in college rubbed his eye so much. Ew, they got cuts. Put ointment on his eye for a week. Oh. When they're 10, but they rub their eyes and get cuts. I wanted to chime into the meme. He's a 10, but he rubs his eyes too much. I'm sorry to hear that, though. That was probably brutal. Dude, getting Spirit Tomb is always a pain. Yeah, see, I don't know, because again, this is my first Pokemon game, so a lot of the consistencies in this game with, like, the series, I don't pick up on them. But I have read online that Spirit Tomb is there's always some kind of, like, fetch quest or, like, annoying, tedious thing you have to do to get Spirit Tomb. In every game. Do not scratch your wounds. Same. Before it hurts. Oh. Sometimes when I travel, my eyes get really sensitive. When I was in Cuba, it was always one. I forget if it was the right or left eye. It was probably both, but at different times. It was never both at the same time. It would just get very irritated, just one eye. And it would like kind of like tear up and like I couldn't keep it open and it would get swollen as if I was having an allergic reaction. I don't know if it's like just the change in like food and weather. I don't know. I feel like I have very sensitive eyes. Even when we were at the beach the other day, like the local beach, I was like my left eye was like really irritated from like the wind. I don't know. Are you allergic to America? I don't know. I've been fine every time I was in America. Imagine. I'm allergic to America. I cross the border and I'm sick. Lick it out. Eee. Eyeballs are so gross. You needed friends to get Spirit Tomb? Oh, well, I'm already screwed. I don't have any of those. I'm just kidding. You're all my friends. But before stream, I'd be screwed. I'd have no friends. I'm already at a loss. Damn. Oh gosh. Golem. Fido! Fido is so cute. I love Fido. Little squishy dog Pokemon. They showed a lot of good stuff at the Pokemon Direct thingy. I feel like everyone's gonna get Violet. Violet looks so much cooler. I'm sorry. It's like this, we already have old school Pokemon games. Like this is like takes place like beginning of timeline or whatever. Like why would you choose that when you can get a futuristic themed game, you know? I want 10. I want a shiny Fido. Yeah, why he got wheels if he's gonna walk? Like come on, man. Garchomp. What do you need for a research level 10? Outrage, Dragonclaw, and Outrage. And it says in strong style. I kind of want the double moves though. We'll just do it not in strong style. Okay. Shoot. I'll just do it normally. Scarlet, but the legendary is so much cooler and Violet. That's the hard part. Like, when you like certain elements of like one, but then you like certain like elements of the other. Like, I really like the trainer in Scarlet. She's Sada seems super cool. I have nothing against the guy trainer too, though. But Sada just really cool, and I want to be friends with her. But like, I just like everything else about Violet. I wish you can kind of like choose and mix and match. Let's try Outrage. Yeah, and it's like, because legendaries are always this like big thing you get at the end of the game, right? It's wild how it just kind of becomes like your like mount and companion, like early on. I don't even play Pokemon games, and that kind of threw me off, because you know legendary is always this big thing you get at the end. I feel like. No effect. Okay, we can't use those. Earth power. Do that. Me 6, TwinklyTor is live. You are literally 4 hours late, me bot. But thanks. Thanks for the attempt. Clefable, please. Violet legendary sick. That's what made me instantly sold on like the Violet legendary. Like on Violet, I saw like the legendaries. I was like, that looks sick. Crystalline's mons are cool too. I don't really think I understand the concept, but they look really cool. It just like enhances their like main type like move for like a brief moment or something. It looks like visually super cool. Probopass, Power Gem, Earth Power. We'll do strong. It says. Always a hidden legendary they don't tell you about so close to the game. Probably haven't shown that legendary. Oh, I could see that being a surprise. Motorcycle sidecar Pokemon. Pew pew. Stronger. Ah, and they got like cool little things on their heads. In Gen 4, when there were so many legendaries you can accidentally stumble across. Really? Was that a thing? Less legendaries in each game, despite there being more legend. Interesting. I get what you're saying. Not played Gen 4. I heard there was like a YouTuber I was watching who was breaking down the direct from today, and I think, or sorry, no, I was watching a video where they were breaking down the leaks. I won't say like anything beyond this, of course, because I know people, if they don't want things like ruined, but maybe this isn't even a leak. Maybe this was just confirmed. But apparently, like, Bidoof's not gonna be in this game, and the YouTuber was like so happy because he's like, Bidoof's been in every fucking game. We've gotten so much Gen 4. Which I don't really know because I've only played this game. But apparently Bidoof is just so hyped everywhere. Leaks. I've actually been watching some leak videos. Of course I won't say anything. Like, I don't mind leaks in terms of like mechanics and like gameplay. I know some people don't want to know like anything at all and go into it fully blind, which is so valid. But I actually kind of feel like I like knowing like mechanics and like gameplay stuff and like little elements going into it. As long as like plot isn't ruined for me, I'm like totally fine with leaks. But I hate how it's like all plastered all over the internet, and if you don't want to see, it's hard to avoid it. And I think it just kind of sucks for Nintendo too. Like generally I don't like leaks, but like I'll watch videos on them if there are leaks. Hoppip's in the game. Hoppip's cute. What's this guy need for research level 10? Thunder, Coral Blast, Self-Destruct. Oh, okay. And Strong or Agile. I'll do that. Not my fave, but good. Sun and Moon? I've heard good things about Sun and Moon. I don't really know much about any of the other Pokemon games other than this, except for word of mouth. I've heard Sun and Moon is good. I've heard, I think this one's, like, pretty recent. I've heard Sword and Shield was, like, so bad. I heard no one really liked Sword and Shield, and that was on Switch, right? Apparently that was, like, not a good game. So I don't know if I'll honestly ever end up... I don't know if I'll buy any of the previous Pokemon games, honestly. I don't know. I kind of hated Sword and Shield. That's what I've heard from, like, literally everyone. Like, I'm sure it was, like, played by, like, people who, like, love Pokemon, but I've heard it was, like, one of the weakest entries for Pokemon. And I believe it, honestly. I love the new Pokemon in it. Oh, so it was, like, a good dex, but, like, bad game. Damn. Yeah, I feel like I've heard all bad things about Sword and Shield. I've heard there were, like, maybe some cool things that they introduced, but, like, not really. I don't know if I'm gonna beat this guy. He's kind of like wrecking me a bit. I could switch out like Pokemon, but I don't want to lose a turn. Mud Bomb, X Scissor, Strong. Okay, we'll just do normal. Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Yeah, I wonder if that is supposed to be good. Have you played that? Anyone here? I feel like I've heard mixed opinions about that. I think people like BDSP from what I've heard. I think that was like a pretty good one. Not your favorite gen though. Oh, you liked it? I've definitely heard better things about it than Sword and Shield, that's for sure. Legit best game in the main series? Which one, Polly? Sorry? Toning down the Gen 1 stuff. Oh, really? I feel like I'm missing stuff. Let me scroll up a bit. Bidoof? I love Bidoof. Bidoof is so cute. I'd be fine with Bidoof in every game. Found a certain legendary in a certain cave. Oh, that would be so cool just stumbling into that. The character designs are great. Oh, that's so fun. BDSP is like old school looking, right? It's like a bird's eye view, top down. I could be wrong about that. And found it lacking, yeah, like just not too much to it. That's a good way to look at it. Like I feel like if you're doing Nuzlockes and stuff, it'd be fun, but just main story and like mechanics seem kind of weak in some of those games. Let's do this. It felt empty? Yeah, I could see that. Heart gold and soul silver. Oh, really? What console was a gold and silver on? Is that an older one? Top-down RPG, gotcha. Is the best game. It's so niche and old, it's understandable people don't like it. That's the thing. I feel like the older games are, it's hard to, like, I think because I don't really have, like, a lot of nostalgia with Pokemon. I think if I were to try to go back and play some of the old school ones, I think I'd have a really hard time getting into them because I just... Unless I have, like, nostalgia associated with it, I'm, like... I don't really have, like, the patience for, like, really retro-looking, like, top-down games. And I know some people love that, but, like... I don't know. Even, like, Zelda is my favorite series, and I feel like I don't expect to have too much fun with, like, pre-Ocarina of Time games, you know? So I totally get that. Oh, Game Boy, yeah. Like, it's different if you kind of, like, grow up with it, I think, and then you appreciate it more. Thunder. More hate than it deserves? Oh, that's crappy. Oh, remake of the game. Gold and silver to get another remake. Yeah, remakes, I do like the concept of remakes, how they kind of like give it some quality of life updates and like visual touch-ups. But, like they don't change the core game. That's why I got Link's Awakening during the eShop sale, because I want to play most Zelda games one day, but like I probably wouldn't have ever played Link's Awakening unless it was remade for Switch, you know? Such a good story, really. Whole rival, great pace of the game. Oh, that's awesome. Sun and Moon. Story was good. Really? Oh, that's awesome. And sorry, was Gen 2 Silver and Gold? And Sun and Moon is good too? Oh, he beat me. Ah, I don't want to do this now. Why do I have to battle? I don't want to upgrade my team. I'm working on my decks, man. Ah, I took a picture by accident. Wow. What if I start with my strongest one? Wait a moment. Can I like beef them up a bit? Like I have so many of these, why not? Okay, stand by. Just level them all out a little bit. Easier in Sun and Moon? Post-game Gen 2 is the best. Interesting. Sword and Shield. That's what I've heard from everyone. I've been, since playing this game and getting more into Pokemon, I've been watching like videos about the series in general. Consistently, every time. All like Pokemon content creators say Sword and Shield was Pokemon's like weakest point. Like the weakest point for the series. It was bad. Good to know I won't grab it. I will not spend $79.99 on that. Zero games, shoot. I never had a tiny handheld system, but I've heard it would be fun. Yeah, as long as you like own the game, you can emulate it. Yeah. I mean, I emulate games I don't know, but who doesn't? But yeah, I do know legally. Yeah, as long as you own it, you can like legally stream and play those games. Unless you're a Pokemon enthusiast. Okay, good to know. So that will not be on my list of games to play. Have a great time with it? Interesting. So it just depends. Let me just bump these all up ever so slightly. Um, mm. Okay. I really want to beat this man in battle. I don't want to upgrade my party though, because I'm trying to work on my decks, my research levels, man. Might be worth. Includes DLC? Okay. Yeah, so if I see it on sale, maybe I'd consider it. But definitely not a full price game, based on what you're saying. I have so many... I have grit gravel for days. Oh, I can do more. Oh. Instead of like trying to evenly distribute it, I should have just made one Pokemon really tanky. It's okay, my Magnemite's getting a lot of love. On just the one stat though. It's fine. Same issue. Ton of new rules and gimmicks every generation. Interesting. Pokemon and see, you know, I'm a Zelda fan more so than a Pokemon fan because I was about to read SS as Skyward Sword, and then in my mind I was like, oh, that's Sword and Shield. I was like, Pokemon are in Skyward Sword? What a crossover. anything about the story other than you fight a dragon with a dog with a sword in its mouth at the end. Yeah, it sounds underwhelming. Somewhere, it's probably somewhere silly. Somewhere silly. But your stuff in her collection cute. Very pain. Game is claw my flesh. This is not gonna make a difference at all. But I'm just gonna try to maybe be more strategic about it. I really don't want to switch out my Pokemon. And if, like, I die again, I might just end stream. Oh, I said it was probably gonna end around 10 o'clock anyway. It's 9:56. So I think no matter what happens, if I beat him, we'll maybe try to find, like, a good point to wrap up. Or if I die, I'm just gonna end. Okay. Okay. Let's do just normal. Like a little bun. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. I should have done straw. Obscured. I love it. Mustache boogie. Shoot. Maybe I should try double and see strong style and see if it one-shots him. It probably won't, but because I'm obscured anyway. Oh, you're joking me. Smallest sliver of health. Nice. Evil bun with claws. Cute. And wear long sleeves. Oven mitts work. Shit. Just flash cannon. Filthy jump. Ooh, dude, agile. Nice. Half health. It's too strong. And then we'll one-shot it. So sassy. It's so funny when pets are so sassy. Gosh, pets are so cute. Hi, Joel. Oh! Oop. By Magnemite. I was about to say, I think we're doing better than last time, but I'm not certain. Any super effectives? Nah. Okay. I love that for you guys. I did too. This is me in cat form. They say pets are like their owners. Sometimes Eevee is so, like, stubborn and such a little diva. I'm like, honestly, that would be me as a dog. I feel like Eevee, like, even if I know she has to go to the bathroom, if it's, like, raining outside or the weather's not ideal, she literally won't want to go outside. If it's raining, she'll, like, literally pull on her leash and, like, fight to go back inside. And sometimes when we're like, Eevee, let's go out, she'll, like, run in her crate and, like, hide. Like, I'm like, what dog doesn't want to go out? Like, I struggle sometimes getting her to go to the bathroom. She's such, like, an indoor lap dog. And, like, honestly, I can't hate. Would be me as a dog. Like, do not disturb my slumber. Do want to stay inside. Do not want to exercise. I'm like, Eevee, I get it. I get it, Eevee. Like, they say we're honestly like our pets. Which I believe. Dragon Claw. Which one are we thinking? This is a good move. Agile. Let's just try strong. Why not? If you get him up early, honestly like Eevee though sometimes, because you know how like dogs, all pets really, but I know I can't speak for cats because I don't have a cat, but I guess cats are nocturnal anyway. But I know dogs will like always like have the sleep schedule of their owner. Like if I go to bed early, Eevee will go to bed early. If we stay up late, she'll stay up late. Like they kind of like adapt to your sleep schedule. So if I sleep in, and then sometimes Eevee like won't want to get out of bed, I'm like, come on, we gotta start the day. I have to go take you out to go pee pee and stuff. And sometimes like I'll try to lift her up in bed and she'll get all grumpy, and she'll just want to sleep in like a princess. So funny. Gosh. Really? That's so cute. Simon. Simon! I love when animals have like sophisticated human names. Simon. I saw a funny meme. It's like cat owners. Like, my cat's name is Sir Prince Edward the Third. Dog names. Dog names. His name is like Biscuit. And cats always have such sophisticated names. Like, not all pets, of course, but it's such a funny meme. But we loves. Stands for sad boy. Truly! Like, this is Sir Royalton Cat Bougie Pants the Third. And it's like, this is my dog. His name is Rover. It's so funny. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm probably gonna lose this fight again. I don't want to change out my party. I could do Iron Defense, nah. Let's do Rock Slide, Agile. And then we can take him out after with a strong move. Okay, we're gonna do something with strong. Marmalade Choggers, that is so cute. I love that. Bark Ruffalo! That's so too good. Bark Ruffle. Oh my god, that's amazing. Shoot! That hair cross. Why he gotta do me like that? Two puns in one. Lennon, I love that. I love that so much. I really love when pets have like human names. 75, 80, 100. I'll do Thunderbolt. Ooh. Just do normal. Little Lenny. Little Lenny. Okay, we're gonna do strong style. No! Okay, we're still doing okay. I think we'll win this time. Wasn't as strategic last time. Okay. We munched tonight. Nice! Shit. Oh, I'm down to my last one. So's he, though. Oh god, we gotta play it safe. 80, 100, 75, 65, 100. Okay, we're gonna do this. Oh gosh, I'm stressed. Strong burb. Shit. Let's do normal. What did you guys eat? Ooh, I had pasta earlier. It was like a honey garlic flavored noodle. Honey garlic flavored noodle, and I put spinach in it. I'm trying to get my greens. I was so close, man. I'm not gonna do this right now. I'm gonna end stream. Honestly though, it's like, I'm not saying that just because the fight's annoying, but this is like pretty much exactly when I wanted to wrap up anyway. Actually, I've been streaming for longer than I wanted to a bit. But this is a good point. I'm like kind of tired, kind of hungry. This man's trying to fight me, and I'm just not having it today. I think we're gonna end. Triple save for good measure. You know, it do be like that. Okay, let me... What the fuck? No, DMCA, stop! Oh my god, if you know, you know. It's because my sister earlier said... Oh my god, my sister earlier sent me a link. A Spotify link to a new Bryan Adams album. Because she's like, oh my god, Bryan Adams made a remastered album. And she sent me, Here I Am from Bryan Adams remastered. So I opened it and played it on my phone, and obviously my Spotify is connected on my PC. I was waiting for Nintendo. I was like, why the fuck is Bryan Adams playing? Now I'm gonna get DMCA'd. Here I am. This is me. Spirit! End stream to some Spirit. It's beautiful. It's because that's what she sent me. That's what was on Spotify last. That was so funny. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, did Stone add a new song? This is beautiful. Banned from Twitch. Oh, that was funny. Okay. I don't think we have a whole lot of us here, but we can find someone to raid. A little itty bitty twinkly raid. We'll see if anyone's live. I don't know if anyone's live. Raid me. Joel, go live. Or Mimi, go live. We'll raid you. Okay, let's see who's on. Thank you for following, Ghost. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you're having a good evening. Let's see who's on. Also not today. Maybe in the future. Get beer, I wish. Oh, I don't have any beers here. They're all... I had bought a 12-pack and it's at my trailer. I was telling chat earlier, I have slushy, like the slushy mixes for pina colada and strawberry daiquiri, but just like the sugary slush. I don't have any liquor to mix it with. Drinking on the first stream is a mood. Oh, 100%. You gotta do it. Okay, let's see. Gosh, my hair was so wavy when I started stream. My hair does not hold anything. It's still like a little wavy, but it all fell out for the most part. Bryan Adams isn't Twitch corporate. I'm actually sponsored by Bryan Adams label. It was a sneaky way for me to put the album in stream. I'm just kidding. Bryan Adams does not know who I am or his team. Give me 5. Alcohol calms the nerves. It does. American vodka. Nice. Looking cozy. Send it real quick. Okay, who's alive? If I can't find anyone, we might just end. But I'm bumping into this issue every stream. I don't really have a lot of people I feel like I could raid. Actually, I do have a lot of people on. But like, just people I always lurk in, so I feel kind of awkward about it. I don't know. Shoot. What's this person doing? Like, I have options, but... Has a twinkly drinkly? Drives a twinkly bus? Twinkly guitar? That twinkly life. Speaking of... I know exactly who we can raid. It was a game we were just completely shitting on, but Dragon Tamer Tom just started stream 10 minutes ago and is playing Sword and Shield. So we can go, you know, show all the love. Tom is always in here, like, being super awesome. He's always in Discord in our server, so sweet, like saying, hey, hope everyone's having a good day. I believe I met Tom through Wiley's community. I don't know if I've gotten the chance to actually raid Tom yet. Tom is awesome. We'll go raid Tom. He's just started stream. Again, I don't think there are a whole lot of us. But the twinkly raids are mighty. Whether there's 1 or 100 of us, we'll go show the love. Let's raid Tom. That's so funny. We were just like absolutely shitting on Sword and Shield, but Tom is absolutely great. You know what? We'll do that. So, thanks for being here, everyone. Let's go show Tom all the love. He's really, really nice. He's Canadian, plays a lot of Pokemon. Just a nice dude. There are a couple of raid messages, depending on if you have the emotes or not, or if you just want to come along on like as a lurker, totally fine too. But those are the raid messages if you want them. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Fun stream. It's been good to stream more often lately because July has been a little less busy at work, so we've had a lot more streams than last month, which is nice. Canadian, nice. Canadians are cool. I am biased, but Megan, hi! I love you! Thanks for lurking! Have a good night, Megan. Haven't checked Discord in way too long. Yeah, I'm so bad at Discord. You're nervous now. Oh, okay. But we gotta be nice against with Sword and Shield. I feel like we shouldn't slander it. But Tom's really nice. I'm probably gonna like do a raid and run. I've been streaming for a long time, but I'm super nice. I hope you have a— oh, that sounds so lovely, Megan. Okay, countdown's gonna start soon. Catch you cool cats later. I don't know when I'll be on next. Sometime over the weekend, probably. Have a good night, guys. Bye!